I am Bernadette Robinson of www.makeitfunnyc.com, where my mission is to make jump rope and exercise as a whole more exciting for anyone looking to live a healthy and active lifestyle. I believe I finally got this thing memorized. So that's who I am here. Hi everyone, thanks so much for joining. So today is, I usually try to do scopes that help you guys. So it's more about telling you about jump rope and how to jump and what to do, what not to do, blah, blah, blah. So today I'm just going to take a little time to tell you, I guess, about my history in jump rope, so that, or in fitness in general, and hopefully you guys have some questions either regarding my jump rope in history or jumping rope in general. As you know, hi Michelle, as you guys know, I am 36 weeks pregnant, so I'm due any day now. So I've been spending a lot of my time doing talk tutorials because jump rope is becoming a new craze in the fitness world. Before, jump rope was limited to boxers and little girls on the playground, but now a little bit of everyone is doing it. So we have a lot of people jumping on the fitness wagon doing jump rope because it's just the thing to do. And jump rope has been one of the most underutilized sources of cardio. So what I do is I jump for fitness, and I teach jump rope classes to groups and individuals. So I teach adults, I teach children. My main source of teaching is single rope, which is my specialty. If you would like, be sure to share this with your friends on Facebook and Twitter so that they can know the awesome benefits. So the reason why I'm doing this is so that you can know a little bit more about who I am, and how I came about jumping and why I jump and why I like to help others. Hello. So, have you been using your rope so far? Because I know she purchased a jump rope for me. So, good. You got to tag me in a video on Instagram. So, I have been jumping since a little girl. So since about maybe 8, 9, 10, whatever, probably younger than that, I started jumping in a school ground. We used to go outside, play all of 2 1 time, don't be late, da, 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 da. All those little games that we used to play, trip around the world, 1, 2, 3 up the ladder. So all of those games, if you grew up in New York, you're familiar with all of those little single rope jump rope games. We also jump double dutch, so I can jump double dutch as well. And I taught myself single rope. So how I really got into single rope is we had a little competition, and I forgot which grade it was, and we had to do it was a contest to see who could do how many jumps in a minute. And I forgot how many I did. I did about like 240 single jumps, and I won a contest. I wish I had the trophy to this day, but that's kind of how I got in it. So from that time, I started really trying to learn or teach myself how to jump. So I took a book. I remember I took a book out from the library. I never returned it. And with that book, I taught myself the basics, like the crossovers, the double unders, side swinging. I remember you. That's Wisdom's son. So I did all of those things and taught myself. There were a few things that I couldn't teach myself, but whatever. I taught myself the basics. And I remember when I was in the 6th grade, I used to actually go outside in front of my building, and I used to practice double unders. And I used to fall. Like, I used to do 1 double under, fall. 1 double under, fall. My mother used to scream out the window like, stop, you're going to hurt yourself. But I continued doing them. So at the age of 19, I would happen to be walking past Equinox Gym, and I said, you know what, let me just go and just try it out, just to look at it. Because if anybody's familiar with Equinox Gym is like, at the time that I was going, it was like $120 a month for a membership, and I was like 19 years old. So what happened was, me and my friend were hanging out in Union Square, and we saw the gym there. So because I had no interest in fitness at that time, okay, so me and my friend were in the neighborhood, and she said, hey, let's go stop at Equinox. I was like, fine, let's go. So when I went into Equinox, I picked up the schedule, and something popped out to me. It said what was the name of the class? Aero box and aero jump. So when I seen that, I said, "Oh, thanks so much for the love." So I looked at it, I'm like, "Is this a jump rope class?" And they're like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh my God, sign me up." I didn't even take a tour of the gym, nothing. And of course, at 19 years old, just finishing my associate's degree, I had lawsuit money. So that's how I got to Equinox Gym. So I started training with a former middleweight boxer, Michael Olajide Jr. I don't know if you guys are familiar with boxing, but he was a good fighter back in his day, and he had to stop fighting because he got an injury to his eye, so he wears an eye patch. So currently he actually has a gym, flex biceps. I got to work back up to that. So I met Michael Olajide Jr. and right now he currently still has a gym at called Aerospace HPC in Manhattan, and mainly his crowd is Victoria's Secret models and other people that he works with. It looks like I'm gonna have to block somebody in a few minutes, so just bear with me. I learned how to I used to take his classes, and he basically developed my raw talent. And then there was also another boxer there, a middleweight boxer named Stephen Johnson, and he used to teach boxing classes back then, but you know, I wasn't taking the classes. I always told him that I would. But anyway, Michael Olajide Jr. in his classes, he developed my raw talent of jump rope, and he taught me the importance of breathing, conditioning, all of the technical things that were necessary to have a successful, jump rope regimen. And with Stephen Johnson, I never got to take his boxing classes. However, he used to work with me, and we developed like different techniques. So I actually dedicated a technique to him called SJs, because with Stephen Johnson, he was a boxer, still active at his time, and unfortunately he had a fight and he died. So I do have a jump rope routine called SJs named after him. So he actually helped me with stringing techniques together, doing techniques and things of that nature. So I'm grateful for those two. So those are the two boxers, middleweight professional boxers, that helped me to develop my raw jump rope talent. Now, before joining Equinox, I was actually a student at Fairleigh Dickinson University, and I got my associate's degree there. And I did not know that I gained like more than a freshman 15. Like, when I first joined Equinox, I was about maybe 240-ish, 50 pounds or so. And by like a year later, I was like 165. And honestly, I did that all through jump rope. Now, I'm going to tell you one thing. I'm now 37. At that time, I was about 19. So, of course, at 19, I was still a youth. My metabolism was like way up there. So I was good back then. Of course, I can still do the same thing or accomplish the same goals with the jump rope, but I'm going to have to do a little more because I'm just a little bit older. So at that time, I wasn't doing push-ups, pull-ups, squats, dips, weightlifting, nothing. I was straight a cardio head. So I would go to the gym and I would jump and do on a treadmill. Jump, hello, Miss Queen Fab. I would just jump and do treadmill. That's it. That's all I did in the gym at that time. So like a year later, like I said, I was down from 250 plus or 250 to 165 pounds, and I did that straight through cardio. Like I said, I wasn't doing functional training, I wasn't lifting weights, I wasn't dieting. Like, it was straight cardio. So just to let you know, this one little thing about jump rope, you can lose a lot of weight. So the reason why I'm doing this is because, like I said, a lot of people are starting to jump rope, and I want to make sure you're doing it correctly. I'm watching a lot of videos online. Oh, thank you so much. That's awesome. So right now is your chance, because this is a Q&A session. So if you have any questions, just feel free to ask. Okay? So as I'm watching a lot of Instagram videos, thank you so much. I've been noticing a lot of things. A lot of people are matter of fact, I'm gonna use this as an example. Right now, I am co-hosting a group on Facebook. It's a jump rope group, and a lot of people are new to jumping, so it's like a lot of people are diving in head first without knowing the proper things to do. So people are coming into jump rope with longer ropes. They're jumping wrong, so they're jumping flat-footed. A lot of people are getting calf injuries. A lot of people are just doing a lot of things because they're not taking the proper steps to do a proper jump rope routine. So I've created actually, like, I have 2 jump rope 101 videos on my YouTube channel. So it discusses everything from measuring your rope to how to jump to how not to jump, your arm placement, your rope measurement, where your feet should be, how high you should jump off the ground, how high you shouldn't jump. So I address a lot of these. Stretching, I actually discuss a lot of these things because jump rope can be very effective if done the correct way. And if you're not doing it correct, then you're going to place yourself in harm's way, and that's just that. So just a little bit about jump rope. 10 minutes of jump rope is equivalent to a 30-minute jog on a treadmill at 6.5 miles an hour. Okay, I'm going to repeat that. A 10-minute jump rope workout is equivalent to a 30-minute jog on the treadmill at 6.5 miles an hour. That means that, that means that if you really do it right, and you don't have to do it straight through. There are many techniques that you can use to get through that 10 minutes without being in harm. And the reason why that's so is because your body is the machine. Jump rope works every part of your body. So when you're jumping, you're working your shoulders, your triceps, your biceps, your wrists, your abdomen area. You're working your whole legs. So you're working your ankles, you're working your calves, your hamstrings, your quads. You're working everything when you jump rope, every single part of your body. And also too, there are different things that you can do within the rope to enhance the work that you do on a certain part of the body. So the first thing that you want to do when you have a jump rope is that you want to make sure you measure it correctly. I actually did a scope last night on measuring your jump rope, so that'll be on my YouTube shortly. But before that, it's on Jump Rope 101. So the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure your rope is measured correctly. If you have a rope that's way too long, then you're going to risk yourself by overcompensating for the length of the rope, because if your rope is too long, you're going to spend so much time trying to find the rhythm that is just going to be a waste of a workout. A lot of times your rope should either be, if you're a newbie to the rope, your rope should come to your shoulder. If you're a little bit comfortable with the rope, it should come to your armpit. If you're an expert, it should come to your chest level. So I demonstrate all of these on my YouTube channel at Burn April 20 Jump Rope 101 and review of Jump Rope 101. So you want to make sure that you jump, you measure your rope. Number 2, you want to make sure that you're properly stretched. You want to make sure, because jump rope is going to affect your entire body, and if you don't stretch and you try to do too much too soon, you're going to be doomed for failure. So you want to make sure you stretch, especially your calves. If you have a foam roller, because you're going to be jumping on your toes, if you have a foam roller, you want to make sure you use that as well. Also, you want to make sure that you're jumping on your toes and not your whole foot. You don't want to jump flat-footed. You want to jump on your toes. If you jump flat-footed, you're going to hurt yourself, and you're going to put too much shock on your legs, and then you're going to cause an injury. I do have a blog on my website at www.makeitfunnyc.com about the 10 common mistakes to avoid jump rope injury. So I have a blog on there, and then I have 2 videos on explaining them. So I have 5 on one and 5 on another. So one is part 1 and one is part 2. So there's 3 blogs in total on common mistakes to avoid so you won't have jump rope injury. A little bit more about me. Like I said, I've been doing this for fitness, and my style was developed by 2 former professional boxers in 2012. In 1999, I'm sorry, I was 19 years old. In 2012, I developed my own style of jumping, which is to jumping to music. So if any of you are here and you'll see my videos on Instagram at Burn April 20, same as the Periscope name. If you see my videos on YouTube at Burn April 20, the same name as you see here. Facebook at Make It Fun NYC. I have another Instagram channel at Make It Fun NYC, Tumblr, Twitter. If you've seen any of my jump rope videos, you see that my jumping is very rhythmic. So I jump to music, and that's a skill that took me a lot of time to develop, and I'm still developing that skill. So in doing so, I made my workout fun. Like, people look at my workout and they're like, oh my God, that looks so fun, because people don't realize how hard jump rope is. Jump rope is very, 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 very difficult. If you're new to jump rope and you've ever tried to pick up a jump rope since like say you picked up a rope at like 10 and now you're like 25, 30, you're trying to pick up a jump rope now. Exactly. So as far as breathing, you want to make sure when you're breathing for jump rope, you want to make sure you're breathing in your nose, out your mouth, in your nose, out your mouth. You want to make sure, because if you keep your mouth open, if you see my videos, a lot of times you'll see me laughing and whatever. That's practice. If you're new to jump rope, you want to make sure you're breathing the correct way. So you want to breathe in your nose, out your mouth, in your nose, out your mouth. You want to keep your mouth closed because you don't want all of that air to come in and hurt your chest. Also too, if you've been practicing for a while, you will become better conditioned. Jump rope, if you want to know or you want to test or you want to become more conditioned, pick up a jump rope. And if you notice, this is why a lot of athletes like boxers, MMA fighters, wrestlers, karate, track stars, basketball players, football players, they all jump rope. Why? Because jump rope is a true test of conditioning. So if top elite athletes are using the jump rope for supreme conditioning, then so can you. It can do wonders for you. So I would just suggest getting into a regimen and practicing and doing what you have to do so that you can become well conditioned. So that's about breathing. So I don't even know what I was saying before that, but it doesn't matter because this is actually a Q&A and this session is for you. So I want you to ask me whatever questions that you want to ask me. So like I said, I created the style of jumping to music, which is very difficult. It took me time to develop and I'm still developing it. So I just take all of the little different techniques that I do and combine them to music in different ways, which is cool. So as far as jump ropes, there's plenty of different jump ropes. Awesome. There's plenty of different, and all you need is 10. So let me tell you how you can actually add it to your jump rope routines, right? If you're doing a cardio day, you can take and do like a simple, rope with 2 feet. So jump like 10 times on 2 feet and then hop on 1 foot 10 times, hop on the next foot 10 times. Then jump on 2 feet again for 10 times. Jump on 1 foot, jump on the next foot. So you can do that. Another thing you can try, jump on 2 feet 10 times, then do alternate legs. Alternate legs for like 20. Jump 10 times, alternate legs for 20. Also too, when you're jumping, you're not limited to standing in one spot. So if you're bored, go take your jump rope, start at one side, go to the next. As if you're running or you're skipping or you're kicking. You don't have to stay in one spot, okay? Jump rope is very, very, very versatile. You don't have to stay in one spot. So this is where people get lost because you're so busy trying to do the same thing and it's boring and it's repetitive and then you quit. No, you got to find a way to make it work for you. And that's kind of how I made jump rope work for me. And in my classes, when I do teach classes, people like, they hate me while they're in the class, but guess what? By the time they finish that class, they've learned so many different techniques that you can get through your workout in a breeze, and you won't even realize how much time you're spending on a jump rope workout. So that's what I do. Any questions? That's what I'm here for. Any questions? Okay, so I'll tell you a little bit about the jump ropes that I use. I use the Aerospeed jump ropes by Buddy Lee. But this is the rope right here, and actually this is the Green Hornet cable that he just came out with, so I like it. It's cool. But the reason why I like his ropes, I've been using his ropes since 2012, and I like the ropes because here's Periscope. It has the swivel bearing system, so the rope is not stuck to the handle, which makes it easier to do different techniques. So here's a Facebook Live so that you can see it. Swivel bearing system, and this is Periscope. I've been using these ropes since 2012, and if anybody know Buddy Lee is like the Bruce Lee of jump rope. So I've been using these ropes for a while, and this is the actual one that I sell. So they come in red handle, blue handle, purple, gold, silver, and then I have the long handles which come in red and yellow. And I have them available on my website at www.makeitfunnyc.com, www.makeitfunnyc.com. Have you ever used a rope with a counter attached? No. No. I have nothing against the ropes, but I've never used it because when I'm jumping, I already have my set goal of what I want to do. So I don't really need, or would it really benefit me? Because I like I said, I either jump for numbers or I jump for time. So for me, it doesn't really matter for me. But I do wear like a Fitbit, so it tells me how many calories, and it's already going to tell me like how many steps I did in general. So that's fine. So like I said, I have these ropes available. These are the Buddy Lee Aero Speed rope, and what's unique about them is the swivel bearing system. The rope is not attached to the handle, so this is why I love them so much. And right now I'm in the process of being, so how long till we spin on the rope? How long till we, okay, if you're a beginner, I would say listen to your body. So most beginners, what I would tell you to do is I would tell you if you can do 50 jumps straight, go ahead and try to do 5 sets of 50. Just 5 sets of 50 that first week. And then if you feel that you're doing good for that, after you get comfortable with that, move it up to 100, 5 sets of 100. Okay, it's a cat behind me. So after you do the first week of doing 5 sets of 50, next one do 5 sets of 100. And basically, I mean, that would be good enough. 5 sets of 100 or 5 sets of 50, whichever that you can do straight. Jump rope, you can actually mix it up with other workouts so that you won't feel pressure to do it. So take and do, okay, I'll give you guys a treat. So I'm big on functional training and calisthenics. I love it. So what I would say here, excuse me, do 100 jumps, right? 20 squats, 10 push-ups, a minute plank. 100 jumps, 20 squats, 10 push-ups, a minute plank. And do about 5 sets of that. You do 5 sets of that, you have a good 30-minute workout. I'm going to give it to you again. Ready? 100 jumps, 20 squats, 10 push-ups, a minute plank. 5 times. Like I said, you do that with maybe a minute or 2 minutes in between each circuit. You do that circuit 5 times, you're gonna see your body is gonna change, like just in doing that. And let me tell you guys, I'll stand up for those of you who are new to me. I am 9 months pregnant, 36 weeks pregnant, and I'm due any day. So I actually only gained, so far, I've only gained 12.5 pounds this whole entire pregnancy. And it wasn't deliberate, let me tell you. Yeah, the squats, yeah, you can do it. You can do it. Only 20. 20 is not bad at all, just 20. Doing this, throughout this pregnancy, I've exercised, I've did a lot of walking, and I've jumped a little bit. I didn't jump extreme, but I jumped at least once a week. And I didn't eat everything just because I was pregnant, because a lot of people sometimes they get pregnant and feel that that's your cue to eat whatever, whenever. I didn't do that. But you can, you know, sometimes I did indulge, but you know, it's part of life. You got to enjoy life. So that's what I did. So when I finish, you guys are going to watch me transform, and you're going to see how I actually use jump rope to transform my body, because I put my gym membership on hold until October because number one, I'm going to be out of work for a while, so I didn't want to pay for a membership that I'm not going to be there for. And number two, I have a newborn baby. I'm going to have a newborn baby. So what time am I really going to have to go in the gym? It's going to be summertime, so I can actually go outside or outside here, put my mat on the floor, and I can jump. So I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to snap back with just jump rope and the regimen that I just gave you. Okay? So I guess back to my ropes, as I was telling you guys about them. I have them available, www.makeitfunnyc.com. And a lot of people always tell me, oh, you should make your own rope. You should make your own rope. But I swear by these ropes. I've been using them since 2012. So these ropes are by Buddy Lee, and they have different cord colors. So I got mine in pink and white. So I can either use the black cord, or I can use the pink or the white cord. And then I have my cable rope. So just a little bit about Buddy Lee and who he is. He's an Olympian, and he created a system in which how he taught athletes how to jump using his system. And he's made programs for athletes of every sport across the nation. So in 2012, I actually contacted his office and I said, hey guys, I use Buddy Lee's rope. I'm a great jumper. Can you put me on an infomercial? And you know, that kind of went in one ear and out the next, right? So, whatever, I tried, whatever. You can't, you know, get something if you don't ask. So, just last year, I was following them on Instagram. I didn't say anything to them. They contact me, hey, give us a call. So they've been watching me, probably not since 2012, but recently, you know, they've been watching me. And right now I'm working on my ambassadorship with Buddy Lee. So I completed his level 1 course for jump rope, number 1. And number 2, I'm a distributor of his ropes, because the goal of this is for him to make my own jump rope with my own name, Make It Fun, on it. But that's predicated on if I can sell my ropes. And I'll tell you guys, because I started with the ropes in July, but I really didn't go hard. I really didn't push them at all. So when I first got them, I might have sold 1 or 2 ropes. But once I became pregnant, and I'm just like, OMG, like, I need to get my life together. Since like maybe December, I've sold over 200 ropes. Over 200 ropes. So every month, I'm ordering boxes of 30 ropes, and I'm selling them like hotcakes. So the goal of that is, like, once I have my baby, I'm going to get his level 2 certification, and then we're going to have a conversation about having my own rope with my name. And I actually prefer color, so we're going to make something with color, because if any of you watch my videos, I like to take pictures and I like to do videos, and the black cord don't cut it for me. So me, I like my color. So that is my goal of selling these jump ropes. So it's to have a rope in my own name, endorsed by Buddy Lee. And like I said, because I've been a big fan of these ropes since 2012, why switch to something else that I've been comfortable with using since then? Okay, and it already has a name attached, Buddy Lee, but it'll be my rope, Make It Fun NYC. So that is my reasoning for going so hard with my jump ropes, because I'm a true believer in them. I've been using them since 2012, and I eventually want this rope with my name on it, Make It Fun NYC. Okay, so does anybody else have any questions? Any questions? I think, okay, I keep talking about myself. So in 2012, I developed my style of jumping to music, and as a result, I started getting calls. So I got a call from Dr. Oz. No, I didn't jump rope on his show. However, I danced salsa on a treadmill. So that was good enough. And that basically put me out there to one that makes their workout fun. So not only am I dancing on a treadmill, I'm jumping rope. Later that same year, matter of fact, 2014 was a good year. February, thank you. Yeah, the footwork, thank you. So 2014, February, I went to my first jump rope competition. So that was cool. It was just basically jumping for a minute. It was jumping, doing double unders, and jumping, doing burpees. So I came back with a couple of medals. Like, I competed against some of the top elite jump ropers. That was my first competition. So that was cool. I think I won 2 silver and 1 bronze, which was good. Then in March, Dr. Oz contacted me, dancing on the treadmill, salsa. And then in April, Tribeca Film Fest contacted me, and I performed for them 2014, 2015, and this year I'm pregnant. So my son, actually, that I trained, he's 8 years old, he jumped rope to my place. So since then, I started teaching. So I started teaching group exercise classes in gyms, and I teach private classes, and I started teaching at the 92nd Y, so that I teach a children's class there. I teach personal lessons, so I've been contacted by firefighters, boxers, training privately, and then the common individual that just want to learn how to jump. I've also been called on to teach boxing, like several boxing students. I've worked with basketball teams, not NBA, but local school teams. I've done all of that. I've worked with a lot of people because, like, this is what I do. I analyze. So if a person comes to me and I can watch a person and I can tell them what's wrong and correct their style. I've actually had people that have had problems with doing a double under, and just without me demonstrating, just talking to them or instructing them, they was able to pick it up in less than 15 seconds. So I'm just that good with analyzing and helping people correct their jump rope skills. So this is what I do, and I like it. I really like it. So me, I also, like I said, I do this for fitness. So I do a lot of drills, like a lot of single rope drills. I do a lot of jumping for fun, which is when I'm jumping to my music. I teach individuals, I teach groups, I do workshops, and then I sell my ropes, and then I go to schools and talk about jump rope and its benefits. So, and I do all of this on a part-time basis. So my full-time job, I'm a case manager working with mentally ill adults, and then part-time I jump rope. So come here, come say goodnight. Hurry up. That's my little son. He wants to go to bed. Oh, matter of fact, this is the little one that I just told you about a few minutes ago that took my place for the Tribeca Film Fest. So he's a great jumper. Good night. I love you. Mommy. All right, so this is the one that I told you about. So he jumps rope, and I've been working with him since he was 4 years old. And I'm trying to get him to be more focused so that he can go big places, because mommy's already big, so I want him to be big as well. So, oh, what's the matter, my little one? Oh, my little son wants to say goodnight too. So I'm waiting for my little one to come out and say goodnight too. So my husband is so supportive of me, you guys. Like, very, like, I didn't have that. Come, Yaren. Like, I've been doing this for years, and I haven't had proper support. But my husband, where's your shoes? Come here.
Everybody, baby, not now. I tell him put his shoes on. You don't want to put it on.
Good night. I love you. Thank you. Say good night to
now
your
I tell
baby.
him put a slippers in his foot. Don't tell him good night. He don't want to do that. No, never, never, never what.
All right, bye.
Vinny.
Bye.
No.
You want them to see you get popped?
Come here, before you get popped.
Okay.
Come here.
So that's my baby. He doesn't jump rope. He just likes to dance.
Come before I pop you
So
down.
he just likes to dance. So those are my babies, and then I have the one that's here. 3 boys, no girls. So does anybody else have any questions? So let me see. While I'm waiting for questions, I done went over my jump rope history. I don't know you personally, but I'm so, oh, thank you so much. You know what? Let me tell you about this. The 2 kids that I have, they both have 2 different dads, and I've been single since 2011, and I think 2012. I met my husband July last year, July 2015. I met him at a party, and I wasn't trying to talk to him at the party. He wasn't trying to talk to me, but he was attracted. But anyway, we never like exchanged information or nothing. So that was just that. So I believe the party was for his best friend, and I actually performed at the party. Actually, I jumped rope. So jump rope, I jump rope everywhere. I jump rope for parties, baby showers. I haven't done a bridal shower. I did a baby shower, children's birthday parties. If I hear random music out on the street, I'ma jump. Like, I just love jumping that much. I'll jump anywhere, anytime, okay, any place. So I performed at his friend's party, and that was that. Like, I think he fell in love ever since then. He fell in love ever since he saw me jump. Like, he was probably like, ooh, that energy, ooh. So anyway, I met him there, but we just danced all night. But like I said, I didn't collect his number, he didn't collect mine, we didn't talk, we just danced, and that was just that. And then it was his best friend's party, so I believe that following week was his actual birthday. So what happened was, I guess when he talked to his friend, he was like, remember that girl you was dancing with? That's my neighbor. So next thing I know, I go home and he's there, and I'm just like, oh God. And like me, a part of me wasn't really. I'm located in NYC, Brooklyn, but I do travel to teach. But after I have my baby, and initially I wasn't, attracted to him. Like, one thing that kept me back was age, because he's, older than me, and I always told myself I would never date older than me. But anyway, I saw the benefits, or not really the benefits, but the good, and I really had to like ignore that part. And he's the best. He's awesome. So I met him in July. By September we were engaged, and then we got married in February, and we're expecting in June. So like my whole life changed in less than a year. Like literally, like we haven't even been together a year yet, but it's the best ever. And I'm glad that I made that decision for my life, because had I let my own judgments or judgments of other people get in the way, I'd have missed out on the greatest blessing in my life. And he, like I said, he's there. He's supportive. He's there 100%, and he's good. He's a good role model for my boys, because he's not. You know how we have like a lot of, because he's St. Lucian. You know how we have a lot of American guys, or guys in general, that think that wives are slaves. So they're supposed to do everything, cook, clean, take care of the kids, just do every single thing. And now in these days of times, like, us women actually have full-time jobs. So, his mama raised him, like in St. Lucia, the guys cook. They all know how to cook. So my husband throws down in the kitchen. So they cook, they clean, they're not lazy, and they just do what they have to do. So, my husband don't depend on me to do everything. My husband gets up and he does what he needs to do too. So, it's good. Of course, I still have to, do what I have to do. Like, that man don't even like when I serve his plate. You know what I mean? So, he's just a good guy. So, okay. So that's that. Anybody have any other questions? Thank you for listening to my story. Like I said, tonight's scope was about you, or is about you. So if you have any other questions, now is your time. So, because I've been spending a lot of time just giving out tutorials, because after I have my baby, I'll probably disappear for a little while, because I'll probably be tired. My hair won't be done. Like, I think I got my hair done like last week. So this is my third set of locks. So I've been locked since 2003. The first set I had from 2003 to about 2009, and then I cut them in 2009 and got another set from 2009 till I think 2014. And then I put these in 2015 or something like that. I don't even remember, but I've been locked for a long time, since 2003. So hopefully these are my last set, because I'm in a good place in life right now. So any more questions? So I thank you all for tuning in to this scope. Like I said, it was just a Q&A about anything. Okay, awesome. I will resume jumping hopefully by August. Any advice for my Skip 100 challenge? When are you starting the challenge again? When are you starting? Because I believe you said the challenge is 100 jumps for 100 days. I would just suggest that I'm going to repost your post. I believe I have like a video to post next on my page, and then I'm going to actually promote and post. I really appreciate you making that challenge. What I would say is just, please, if you're not used to jumping, go to YouTube and watch my Jump Rope 101 challenge. I want to make sure that you have the proper size rope, that you stretch properly. Excuse me. That also check out my my blog at www.makeitfunnyc.com, and I actually review the 10th thing. I'm going to cut off the Facebook one because I think my battery's dead, so I'm just here on Periscope. So you want to check out my blog and check out how to jump properly, please. Sunday, okay, good. So you have a little time. I want you to go, like I said, to my YouTube channel at BurningPool20. Watch my video on common mistakes to avoid. So like I said, you don't want to jump flat-footed. You want to make sure you stretch. You want to make sure that you're not jumping where there's debris that can fly into people's faces. You want to make sure you're wearing loose-fitting clothing that you can bend, move, stretch in. You want to... Sterling, that jump rope group is almost done, but that this is a separate challenge that she's doing, but it's cool. Because after that month, that's it for me. Like, this was like my month to just go in and give everybody, because like I said, with me, I get paid to teach people how to jump. So me doing the group on Facebook was a courtesy, just to, you know, get myself out there, let people know what I do, how I do it. So I hope everybody took advantage that was in that group. But back to advice for running your group. Like I said, go to my YouTube. Go to my YouTube and check out Jump Rope 101. It teaches you how to measure your rope, how to jump, how you should stand, what you should do. Also check out, I have throughout 3 blogs on common mistakes to avoid. I have one that actually lists all 10 of them, and then I have 2 other ones in the form of YouTube videos that talk about, it lists the first 5 and then it lists the next 5. So basically 100 jumps is easy. 100 jumps in a day, that's like easy peasy. So I would just say to just make sure you stretch, make sure you're doing the proper things, make sure you're breathing correctly, and go for it. Let's go for it. So do your 100 jumps. You could alternate, so you can do, like, you know, one day both feet, next day alternate your feet, next day hop across the room, next day hop back across the room, next day jump backwards for 100. Next day, like if you watch more of my tutorials, I have tutorials like on a crossover, so you can do a crossover, so you can do SJs, so you can do side swing combo. Try to keep it simple, especially for those that are just learning how to jump, because you want to keep them motivated. What I noticed is that sometimes people do too much too soon, and they it gets boring and they hurt themselves and they get injured because they don't know what they're doing, or they're trying to do what they see somebody else do, and that's not the goal. And this is why I've spent a lot of time during the course of my pregnancy talking about jump rope, because I want you guys to do it safely. Because like me, I'm a big girl. Well, I'm not that big now. I mean, now I'm pregnant. I'm like 227 last I checked now, but I've been jumping for a long time. Jump roping, I'm going to tell you this, is more safe on your knees than running and jogging. Okay, jump rope is more safe than running and jogging, because when you jump, you literally, your feet do not have to come off the floor that much at all. Matter of fact, since you're on my Instagram, check out, I believe it's the last jump rope video that I posted. I was about maybe 6 months pregnant, and if you look, it barely looks like I'm jumping. Like, all you need to do is jump high enough to clear the rope, and if you can do that, you're great. So I would just say 100, like I said, is a walk in the park. If you're just doing 100 in a day, that's a walk in the park. Just make sure you're doing the right things. I haven't thought of any of these styles. Thank you. All right, so like, if you're welcome. Like I said, if you have people jumping with you, just be the example and make sure that in addition to you just doing the challenge, you're telling them the correct way. And I don't mind if you direct them to my YouTube channel or to my periscopes, because I'm going to continue to do as many live scopes as possible until I deliver my baby. So because I want you, because jump rope is like one of the best underrated forms of cardio ever. But in addition to you just seeing it and doing it, I want you to see it and do it correctly, because like I said, not done correct, you can injure yourself, and I don't want that to happen, or for people to give up on it because they think it's dangerous. People always ask me, oh, what if I have a bad knee and it's that. I have bad knees, okay? Like, I got hit by a car when I was 8 years old, and as an adult I still have effects. So my left leg is longer than my right leg, my left hip is higher than my right leg, hip, and as a result I have back pain and knee problems. However, when you see me jump, you would never ever in your life think that I have those issues, because I don't let my limitations limit me. Okay, don't let your limitations limit you. You always find a way around things, and that's what I've done with jump rope, because it's a passion. And like I said, jump rope has helped me lose over 50 pounds. Also, what I would tell you too, with the people that's joining with you, let them know some of the benefits of jumping. So like I told you guys earlier, 10 minutes of jump rope is equivalent to a 30-minute jog on a treadmill at 6.5 miles an hour. Also too, a 10-minute jump rope workout, you can lose about you could burn about 200 calories depending on the intensity of your workout. 200 calories in 10 minutes, okay? So also too, once you get bored of that 100, try stepping up the stakes. So I gave a circuit workout earlier, so I said 100 jumps, 20 squats, 10 push-ups, 1-minute plank. You can step up the stake so that people can actually see the changes, because guess what? Summer's right around. Matter of fact, summer is here. But I promise you, if you do that circuit that I just gave you, 100 jumps, 100 jumps, 20 squats, 10 push-ups, 1-minute plank. You do that. Okay, awesome. You try that for a week, you're going to notice the difference. And you're going to become so addicted. You're going to come back here and say thank you, and y'all going to sing my praises. And that's what I want you to do, guys. I want you guys that's watching, I want you guys to sing my praises. Like, this is how I jump rope and then hop on the treadmill. That's exactly what I do. Matter of fact, you were watching me last week, because this is what exactly a workout that I gave people. So if you're actually watching me and you're learning from me, whether it be on Periscope, whether it be on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, YouTube, Instagram, please guys, tag me in your videos. Like, let the world know like where you're learning this knowledge from. That's how I actually, you know, gain too, because people saying, you know, word of mouth is like the best business card. I can't be everywhere all the time, but if you guys actually, you know, post a video, or thanks to Burn April 20, or thanks to Make It Fun NYC, I learned this, I know how to do this, look how I transform. Please do it. Those are testimonials. If you see something on my YouTube channel and you try to do it, tag me. Let the world know where you got it from. That's one thing that, I mean, like, I know the internet is free and all information is free, but what like really irks my nerve is when people actually try things that they see me do and don't give me credit. I don't like it, because like, there are certain techniques that I did make up myself, and this is why I don't like to give out too much information, because like I said, why give out this information that people pay me for to do it for free and nobody give me credit? You know what I'm saying? So if you actually try something or have been motivated or it's worked for you, please, when you post your video and you or you want to talk about it, please always at me. Make It Fun or Burn April 20, or use the hashtags. My most popular hashtags are Jump Rope Swag or Make It Fun NYC. Just let people know, you know, so that more people can start watching my tutorials. More people can jump on the bandwagon and do what they do. Also, too, on Instagram, I do repost the videos. Not all the time, because what I noticed too is that if somebody posts a video, right, and if they mention me in the caption, I will repost it. I will repost your video. Like, I like highlighting other people, because I'm not the only jumper in the world. So I like other people to benefit from, you know, benefit. So but what I notice a lot of people do is sometimes they'll tag me in every single one of their videos, expecting me to repost it every time, but then you go to their page and you never see one video of me. So I'm not going to do it all the time. It's my Instagram page. Yes, I have 16 point something followers, so anytime I repost somebody jumping, and if my audience like it, they'll get at least 10 followers straight up, just based on a video of mine that I've reposted of them. So yeah, definitely like repost your video, or put me on the caption, not like make a comment with my name, like put me in the caption, like such and such and such. So I couldn't even do 10 jumps yesterday, but thanks to watching Burn April 20 tutorial, I could do 20 jumps now. Like, little things like that. Like, that stuff is a great testimony, and it helps me with my business. So because I mean, eventually the goal is to move into this more on a full-time basis, because this is my passion. Like I said, I've been working as a case manager where I help people for like the last 16 years. So I already love helping people. That's what I've been doing all my life. So I want to change the direction of or who I help. And like I said, I travel and I do all of that stuff with my jump rope, but I'm limited because I have a full-time job. So I can't go all out with my jump rope when I have a full-time job. So I thank you all for watching me. Like I said, if you do need a jump rope, I have them available at www.makeitfunnyc.com. Excuse me. Also on that site, you'll find my blog. So I have a lot of videos or a few blogs about jump roping and techniques and what not to do and what to do and how to do it. I also have a bio, so you can read my bio. And and I have some of my performances. So I was in 2 music videos last year, so those are on my site, as well as other articles that were written about me. So I've been in print media, I've been in radio media, I've been on TV media, I've been a little bit everywhere. Do start shipping. Usually I ship within 24 hours, so if a rope is ordered tonight, I'll be shipping it tomorrow. So I usually ship within 24 hours. I ship them myself, so the ropes go out. And also too, if a person is in New York and they want to meet me to pick up their rope, I will prefer that you pay for the rope online, and then I'll give you I'll give you a discount code to take off the shipping. No, I'm not upset at all about shout outs, because like I said, those are testimonials and those are what I need, you know, word of mouth, because my goal, like I said, is to become viral. I want to become viral. Like, people are watching me all over the world, but it's like I have about 16K followers, but on my videos I'm getting 100, 200 views and like maybe 50 likes. Like, those numbers don't add up. So please, Houston, Texas, you know what? I just sent out 3 ropes to Houston. So I sent out 2 ropes to Houston last week, and I sent out a rope to Houston yesterday. So Houston has been on the ball with ordering my ropes. Like, even from the beginning, I had like one of my Facebook friends, she ordered like 10 ropes straight to Texas. So the ropes are going. So yeah, thank you so much, everybody. And like I said, be sure to do any shout out or whatever. I don't mind. People need to be more aware and not just Queens, hey. So that means when I come back out, we got to meet up. So that'd be awesome. But like I said, I'll be jumping in August. So because I'm gonna give my body, I'm not gonna just have my baby in June and then say, oh, 2 weeks later I'm jumping. No, I'm a mom. Okay, I'm not one of those celebrities that have to be back in shape by 2 weeks. No, I'm a mom first. So I'm going to recover, and then I'll get back into my jump rope regimen. So I guess that's about it. Why not? Because I'm not crazy. I'm a mom. You know, like, childbirth is a very it takes a lot on the body, so you really have to properly recover, and that's what I'm gonna do. I don't want to make any mistakes, and I know you're joking, but you know, this can be for somebody. This can help somebody, because you know, a lot of people get on the internet and they're not real. You know, a lot of people have their baby and 2 weeks later they're back at, and nothing, like I said, nothing wrong against that. However, I live in reality, and in reality, I'm a mom. I'm gonna have a newborn baby, plus I have my 2 boys, plus I'm a wife. So in reality speaking, I need to rest. I need to get my body I need to rest, and I need to give my body the chance to heal. So yeah, so that's that. So I thank you all for tuning in. If you do have any additional questions or comments or suggestions for what you want me to cover, because I will not be doing any jump rope demonstrations until maybe after the baby, or even after that, because I've done every tutorial there is on my YouTube channel. So after I have my baby, I'll most likely be and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what? You have to be real. You know, like I said, I work full-time. I work part-time. I'm a wife. I'm a mom of 3 kids. So I live life. Like, I'm not one of those type that can spend all day in the gym. It's just not my life, you know? So you got to be real. You got to be real with yourself. You don't want to put on a facade. And this is why people have come to love me, because I'm going to be there. Like, a lot of people get on the internet, lose a ton of weight, then they gain weight. They shy away from the internet because they don't want people to see. You know, like me, I'm always going to be here. Whether I'm big, fat, or I'm sorry, not big, fat. Whether I'm fat, skinny, I'm always going to be here. I'm not going to shy away, because at the end of the day, I can do what I can do, big or small. So that's just that. So I guess this is like my 10th. I feel like a preacher. It's like my 10th conclusion. I thank you guys for tuning in. And if you have any questions or anything like that, feel free. You can reach me anywhere. Like, you can use, you already guys, Burn April 20 or Make It Fun NYC. You can find me everywhere. Tumblr, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Email me, makeitfunnyc@gmail.com. If you go to my website, my contact information is there. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, just contact me, and I'll try my best to answer you. And keep, like I said, doing the testimonials, and hopefully I can do 2 more periscopes before the week is over, but they are going to be based on a topic. I'm just not sure which topic that I'll do them on. So that's about that. I'm gonna go in and eat me some. 8:35. I've been here with y'all for like an hour, so I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna make me some food and get my life together. Excuse me, and go to bed. So thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. www.makeitfunnyc.com. Peace.